Hello. All right. So today I want to talk to you about probably like one of the secret tools in everyone's toolbox that no one's talking about. So when you search for things weight loss related online, you're going to see a lot of things about planning, meal planning, looking up restaurants ahead of time, making sure you schedule your day to get your exercise in. You're going to see a lot of good stuff on how to kind of work in your goals to your day, right? But what you're probably not going to see a lot of is what to do when all that crumbles down around you. And so as a coach, what I spend a lot of my time doing is actually teaching people how to navigate what I call in the moment. I work on teaching them questions to ask themselves, ways to go back over situations and look for how they could have chosen better in the moment. We're really good at planning things and saying, okay, if this, then that. Or when I'm in this particular restaurant with this particular group of people, I will do X, and that's great. I don't discount planning at all. I think planning and being prepared are two fundamental helpful tools to do. I've never been prepared by having plenty of food with me and thought, man, that was a total waste of my time. Why did I make all that extra grilled chicken and have a salad and yogurt and fruit? I mean, really, that was just a pointless endeavor. No, what has happened is more often than not, I end up either eating it myself or giving it to somebody in my car. So it always gets consumed at some point. So I would never say planning and being prepared with food or what you need is a bad idea. But that will not save you 100% of the time. Most of why people struggle with weight loss, and I see this over and over again, is they have a plan. They think they're going to a specific restaurant. They think a specific situation is going to occur. They roll up on the situation. They roll up on the restaurant. Restaurant's closed, not letting them come in, have to switch to a different restaurant. The plan that them and their friends had put together is not going to happen. We're switching plans. And where that pivot occurs, you went from total security, knowing what you're going to do, feeling confident in what was about to occur, to now you're back at square one. And what I see unfortunately happen is then we just kind of say, screw it, I'll just do whatever and I'll fix it tomorrow, or I'll deal with it tomorrow. And that is where I got really good in my journey. So this is really important. When I was focusing on my weight loss, I have 3 children that are 3 years apart in age, meaning that my oldest, if he's 10, my youngest would have been 7, right? Like that's the age span, and I have 3 children. When I was losing my weight, I had 2 toddlers, and if you've never been around toddlers, go to a daycare, check it out. 2 toddlers and a baby at the same time. I was home by myself. My husband went to work. I had to combat that every single day. If I left my weight loss and goals that I had for myself up to a list of planned events and activities and solely dependent on that, I would never have been successful, because if you've ever been around toddlers and babies, you kind of control very little. When they're sick, they're sick. When they're happy, they're happy. When they're upset, they're upset. Sometimes naps happen when you don't expect them. Sometimes nap schedules change. Temper tantrums happen. Potty accidents happen. I mean, it goes on and on and on, right? So what I had to learn is, while I was a super duper planner, I was the teacher who always had my lesson plans. I was the person who was super, well structured for what it was going to come that day, before children, by the way. I had to learn to be really good at navigating decisions in the moment. So the questions I had to start asking myself, I'd have maybe 3 things I wanted to do that day, 3 goals, 3 actions, and that was, I'm hoping to get those in. The rest of it was, life keeps throwing balls at me, and I have to decide which ones to grab and run with, which ones to drop and move on. A lot of quick decision making in the moment. So I had a few questions that I used to help me navigate this, and these might be really helpful for you. I used to be the person who could see what I couldn't do. Oh, I can't do this now. I can't do that. I was planning to go for a walk. I was planning to go to the grocery store. Now I can't do that. Okay, stop it. Stop saying what you can't do. It's not helping you. There's a Saturday Night Live skit where there's a therapist and he goes, just stop it. And I kind of got that way with myself. I'm like, you know what? Just stop it. You can't do all this, but what can you do? So my question started becoming, in this particular moment, what can you do? You've got choice A, choice B, choice C. Which one do you pick? So it became a what can you do, not what can't you do. So that's number one. Number two, out of all of the choices you have, I'm at a brand new restaurant. My refrigerator just crapped out. I've got kids that are really upset and I'm not going to the gym. Okay. So given this current set of situations, which you may not like any of them, which one will move you toward your goals and which one is going to set your future self up for success? Those are the big ones, right? So if I'm at a restaurant, sure, I can just default to getting the burger and the fries and whatnot. And sometimes that's the better option depending on how bad what's in the salads. But I could do that. Or I could stick to whatever I had originally planned. Like if I was going to eat at home and I was going to have grilled fish and grilled vegetables and a sweet potato, I could ask the waiter, do you have that, right? So in this moment, I'm at a restaurant I wasn't anticipating being at, faced with decisions, but I could attempt to see if I could replicate the meal I would have eaten at home in this restaurant setting. Or maybe I could look through the menu and find something that is at least somewhat in line with what it was I was going to do, but I don't have to abandon my goals, what I want, because the exact situation can't occur. So it was learning how to navigate the situation by saying, does this decision move me closer to my goals or further away from my goals? Does it help my future self? Those became really routine questions I asked myself daily, multiple times a day. Because as life's throwing things at you, you've got to navigate those waters. And most people struggle because they think their plan is going to happen. They think what they pre-laid out will in fact be reality. I think it's a great exercise and I love having a plan. I realize 99% of them are not going to occur. So I know that I have to lean into my in the moment decision making. I've got to ask these questions all the time, because that's how you get your way to success. All right, so I hope this video helps. Keep planning. Always be prepared. Have what you need on hand. But realize that majority of the winning you're going to do is that in the moment decisions. What can you control? And what decision moves you closer to your goals and helps your future self? If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Share them and ask me more questions. I'm here to help you. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.